The Outdoor Journal. Brought to you by Shimano. Geared for performance.
Viola. Welcome to this week's Outdoor Journal, and welcome to New Orleans, Louisiana. Or as the locals might say, welcome to New Orleans, y'all. Today we're going to visit some of the oldest and most extraordinary neighborhoods in America, as well as the most famous street in the world, Bourbon Street. But for those of you who like your adventure a little more on the raw side, we're going to push back, I mean way back, into the untamed swamplands of the Louisiana Bayou, home of the American gator.
Wow, talk about a mouthful of teeth. Now, these guys have been around for millions of years, so I think they can wait just a little bit longer. I'll ease into this thing starting in New Orleans. It's like no other place in the U.S. It has the charm of a European city with that American flair. And it goes without saying, this is the jazz capital of the world. It's everywhere, even on the streets. Whether you're walking or riding in a carriage, the unmistakable tone of clarinet, bass, and drums fills the air. But I just can't seem to shake this gator thing. Maybe it's an omen of things to come. New Orleans has a large artist population. Here's a place where you can sit down and get a quick portrait. Not only can I look for fame and fortune here, but there are more than enough places to get your fortune told by one of the hundreds of mystic tellers. Time for my interview with a vampire. Nice teeth, buddy. Now, where have I seen teeth like that before? I'm sure it'll come to me.
I can't help but ask about everything here.
Well, you're in New Orleans. Certainly you expected to see vampires.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is a city where Anne Rice made vampirism very, very popular. And as I constantly tell anyone, I never bite until after dark. I have found that New Orleans is both magical and spiritual. It's just a wonderful city, so rich in culture, rich in religious history. We have Marie Laveau, a common black hairdresser who became the queen of the city in the ways of Voodoo and Vedonza. One of the places I might suggest is Marie Laveau's museum on Bourbon Street. Marie is a very interesting study. We have her cemetery just above us.
We're going to try and visit that tomorrow, actually.
Well, while you're there, you take a piece of chalk.
Yes.
And mark an X upon her tomb and leave her a coin and make a wish. You come back and you check your X. If you see a line through X's on the tomb, those are the wishes that were granted by Marie Laveau.
A bigger mystery here is trying to unravel the history behind this place. You need a program to figure out who's who and who owned what back when. The land was first claimed by the French. Then the Spanish got it and really started to build. But the French were well entrenched, so they weren't going to leave. And then, of course, there's the Gators. They were actually here first, and they're certainly not going to leave. Confused?
New Orleans has got many interesting faces, but there's no question that the most popular part of the personality exists right here in the French Quarters. Now, what's really ironic about this is that the architecture here is actually Spanish. It was built by the Spaniards in the early 1700s, and then by the mid-1700s, it had become the French Quarters.
This area is often equated to the Parisian hotels of the 17th and 18th centuries. They're adorned with the same cast iron balconies, courtyards, and carriageways. There's been a great effort to maintain these structures, and over 80% of the buildings in this area date back to the mid-1730s.
Now, Bourbon Street, it just doesn't get any better. The sights, the sound, the taste. But to truly experience Bourbon Street, you have to wait till the lights go down.
New Orleans is the only American city outside of Las Vegas that doesn't have a closing law. So the streets are open for business at all hours of day or night. In fact, one of the Orleans catchphrases is, New Orleans, open all night.
Maybe I can be your agent. What do you think?
The first thing that hits you about Bourbon Street at night is the music. It seems like every bar has its own band. There's a real mix here that goes beyond jazz, with R&B, gospel, and a local style called Zydeco. And the best way to sample it all is just to take a walk and listen. Equally as powerful as the music is New Orleans' spiritual side.
Ha! House of Voodoo. There it is.
Voodoo is defined as an African cult. Once a primitive religion, Voodoo was originally imported into New Orleans by African slaves. And this is just the kind of place you can pick up a little mojo hand or voodoo doll.
Ah, here we go. Your Born Again Voodooism bumper sticker. The Peruvian Prosperity and Wealth bracelet. Don't ever leave home without that baby. And of course, Voodoo on a stick. Who could ever forget that one? Whatever your beliefs are, whether it's religion or just big business, it makes for some great bedtime reading.
Now, not that I'm superstitious or anything, but Gypsy did say to visit Marie Laveau's grave, and I am in the neighborhood.
You take a piece of chalk
Yes.
and mark an X upon her tomb and leave her a coin and make a wish. You come back and you check your X. If you see a line through X's on the tomb, those are the wishes that were granted by Marie Laveau.
Marie Laveau. Imagine that. If I put 3 X's on this tomb and leave old Marie a coin, it'll mean good fortune, good luck. So, and 3. And a coin for you, Marie. That's it. Hey, it can't hurt.
Coming up, I get my wish, going tooth to tooth with the famed Louisiana Gators. Welcome back to the Outdoor Journal in the state of Louisiana. New Orleans was great, but I'm off to Baton Rouge to see something else that made Louisiana famous. It's gators. Alligators are throwbacks to the time of dinosaurs. In fact, on the evolutionary scorecard, the alligators win. The dinosaurs died over 65 million years ago, but the gators lived on. And here in Louisiana, gator is big business. They make everything from shoes, purses, and belts, inspiration for toys of all types, plus lots of good eating. How about some gator sticks or gator chew? Situated less than 100 miles from New Orleans, the capital city of Baton Rouge is Louisiana's gateway to the Mississippi and stepping stone to the bayou. Today I'm meeting up with Jim Ragland and Frank Bonifay, the owners and operators of Alligator Bayou Tours. This area was destined to be cut down for the hardwood here, but Jim and Frank got together in 1993 and saved hundreds of acres of swamp. It's here that Frank and Jim run their Alligator Bayou Tours, where you can get up close and personal with one of the swamp's hungriest creatures. And it looks like Frank has found a toothy little fellow.
Now, how old is this guy?
About 18 months, about a year and a half.
Okay. Now, how long before he becomes a full-grown adult?
Well, alligators grow, from the moment they hatch, they grow about a foot a year. After that, they slow down to about 6 inches a year till they're about 30. That's when they're considered full-grown. Males will typically get to about 14, 15 feet maybe. Females only get to about 9 feet.
They're a weird feeling deal, huh?
Yeah, now, they don't have scales.
They're not scales.
They're not scales. It is skin. Under here, each of these little, see these little ridges?
Yep.
Each of those is a bone, a bony plate. They call it a scoot. They have 5 fingers and 4 toes. They only have 3 claws on each. Their eyes, excellent night vision. Watch his eyes, just his eyeball.
Wow, it's like a level.
Yeah. I would think the reason it does that is because of the way they kill. They grab something, they spin very quickly underwater.
Right.
They're perfect predators and ideal animals. They're suited for their environment, both land and water. They're not by nature man-eaters, by the way. Gators are actually scared of anything taller than themselves. That's man, okay?
Fabulous creature. Good stuff.
Now, there's wild gators and then there's farm gators, like here at the Clay Bears Gator Farm, located near Baton Rouge in the town of Hammond. Here, the gators are raised just like cows. Well, maybe not just like cows. First off, they don't live in barns and you don't need a dog to go out and round them up. When it comes to gator farming, you want to make the reptiles feel at home. Basically, you want to duplicate the swamp. And owner Harvey Claybear certainly knows how to do that.
Yeah, wildfire. But
What we're looking at here is no different than a cattle farm or a chicken farm or a
Same
turkey
thing.
farm or whatever.
right at this moment, we're the only alligator farmers in the world, I think. The rest of them catch the alligators out the wild like we used to.
Okay. So you took some small baby
That's right.
alligators from the wild, put them in a holding pond, and you grew them yourself to
Together.
adulthood,
That's right.
and then they started becoming the brood stock.
We started this pond 250 females and 50 males.
And you've pretty well maintained it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are these animals?
These gators I put back in 1957.
They have been here since 1957.
Yeah.
Wow. So they eat a
Yeah.
lot? They do eat a
Yeah.
lot.
This pond here in the summer eat anywhere from 2, 3, 4 ton a week.
Tons
Tons, yeah.
of what?
We feed mostly chicken, nutria, and fish.
Okay. So these guys are much more docile.
They like
Wow.
to tease you.
Yeah, well, they can tease you all you want, my friend. They ain't gonna tease
And
this
if you want
cowboy.
to go in there and take some pictures, we can go in there and...
You're not serious. You don't want it. You don't
Yeah,
want it.
you... Come on. We'll go in there. They won't hurt you. In fact, I'll let you pet one. If you want to come in there, we can do it.
Let's go in. Okay, what do we got here? Okay.
Come on, boy.
No problemo. Can these things lunge out at you?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Oh, yeah,
Probably go
sure. What's the biggest guy in here?
The big one here, he must be about 16 and a half, maybe 17
Oh.
foot.
Now, what would that weigh?
This one right here is 16 foot. And
16 foot.
And he probably weigh 1,200 pounds.
Good Lord. Wow.
Here, you want to throw feeding him out?
We can do that. Who needs to be fed? This guy?
Yeah, I'll feed him.
What do you do? Just throw it in there?
Throw it in his mouth.
How's that, buddy? Look at the size of him. Good Lord. There's somebody coming in to say hello. Coming a little too close there. Watch your foot. Heads up. He's taking the bag. He's taking the bag. There he goes. That is incredible. Now, I understand you're also going to take me out and we're going to catch some brood stock.
Correct.
We're actually going to go out and we're going to get a couple of wild gators to bring back here so that Harvey can replenish the brood stock, which should be quite the operation.
And this is where the gators hang out. The alligator derives its name from the early Spanish explorers. They called them el lagarto, the lizard. This, of course, over the years became alligator.
Now, is this good gator habitat here?
Yeah, they like to stay under that grass, right? Because that's where fish go after safety too, and he's under there waiting for the fish.
So they'll actually chase down a fish?
Oh yeah,
Gators will actually chase down
a
a fish?
gator can swim faster than a fish.
That's nice to know. So my lack of swimming abilities won't affect me getting eaten or not, right?
Yeah, right.
I've done a lot of crazy things in my time, but I've never gone trapping for gators. And the bait du jour? A nice quarter chicken dinner.
So what's the idea? Just let it drip all that juice?
The alligator is supposed to follow the blood to the line.
Now, how long would it have to sit there before a gator actually took it?
Well, you can leave them there as long as 5 days, 6 days.
Oh, That'd be ripe.
It'd be ripe, right.
And that little line is enough to hold a gator.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, take us out of here. Lead away.
And so we wait, and hopefully overnight a gator will dine on our chicken offerings, and we'll have ourselves a real wild alligator. Coming up, tangling with the American gator. Welcome back to the Outdoor Journal and the swamps of Louisiana, where we're trying to capture wild gators to replenish the gene stock at a local alligator farm. Now, we set the lines last night, so hopefully we got ourselves a few prime specimens.
So if we get what we're looking for, something to put in the pond, you'll actually leave the hook in the gator.
Yeah.
These hooks will actually dissolve in time.
Yeah,
in the gator's
iron
stomach.
hooks will. We don't generally try to catch too big of a gator. We like to catch the 8s and the 7s.
Little younger gator.
Yeah.
Obviously, it would defeat the purpose to put a big old mature gator. You want something that'll be there for another 30 years, 40 years. Oh, that's great.
Finally, there's action on one of our lines.
Yeah, I saw the line around the base of, there it is there. See the base of the tree?
Yeah, I'll get it. See what size he is.
Something there?
Yeah, there's something there, but I don't want to stick my hand in the water. These things bite hard. Now, it looks like a small one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Whoa! Is that the size we're looking for?
And that's the size right there.
Perfect.
This gator here, probably about 5 years old.
Oh, 5 years old. Prime breeding stock, that thing. Hang on, buddy. I don't like the look of that. There isn't a high enough spot on this boat that I can run into right now, I'll tell you that. Okay. I'll just wait up here until you're done.
Got it.
I said I was waiting up here.
Well, I can show you how to tie his mouth. When I get through with him, he'd be tied.
Man, are they ever strong. This tail could literally flip me off this boat if I took the pressure off it.
I'm gonna go
You
ahead.
got him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tie him up to the boat here.
Just like a little puppy dog.
Well,
Okay, one down.
see if we can catch another couple.
See, a couple more, you figure?
Yeah.
All right, let's do the best we can. Good work, buddy. Get us
Got
out of
it.
here. That is a gator. That is a gator.
Okay, now, that's one for the good guys. These bayou boys are crazy.
Yeah, there's one right there. There he is. Another small one. That's perfect.
There go where he's going.
Whoa. Wow. I don't like the way he's looking at us, buddy. That's a little bit bigger than this guy. Now, I don't know. What do you want? What do you want me to do? Just get the hell out of the way, right?
Just grab him.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Go. Oh! Okay, I'll try and hold us here so we don't go into the bushes. Easy, easy, buddy.
They bite the
Jeez.
stick.
Attaboy. Okay, now what? You're not, oh man, let me get this thing out of your way. Good Lord. Wow. Easy, easy, easy. Now what? There's got to be an easier way of doing this job. Like with me not in the boat, that'd be the easiest way.
Yeah, so long as we keep tension on him, he's all right.
Yeah, he's going to flop around with that tail, right? Yeah, that's definitely bigger than what we just put in this boat. You got them all hog-tied?
Yep. Now tie him up.
That is definitely bigger than a 4-footer, my friend. Look out! Good Lord.
Let's see. Got too many sticks here.
Yeah, he's definitely, now he's the ideal size right now?
Yeah, he's about the ideal size. He's not old enough to breed.
How many more years before he's capable of breeding?
About another year or two.
Oh, perfect. Give him a year to get acclimatized to new surroundings. You know, people may think that this is somewhat cruel, but you know, this one single animal, or in this case 2 animals that go into the brood stock for the farm, in the long run could mean salvation for several thousand wild gators, because as long as there's farming and farmers, gator farmers can supply the demand for pelts and meat, etc., it means that the wild stock will just stay intact where it is, and every year a few of the wild gators will be brought in for breeding purposes. Good job, buddy. Give me a handshake. I gotta shake the hand of the gator man. Good stuff, pal.
I'll let you get the next one.
Yeah, I think the next stop is supper time, my friend. I got tired just watching you. Are you kidding me?
With our 2 prize critters, we head back home. It's certainly been a busy day for both humans and gators. I heard we're all having chicken tonight. Jeez, I was kind of hoping for gator.